like to start off tonight's presentation by saying welcome and thank you everyone for coming out. We'll go ahead and jump right in. So we're going to take a look at a little graph. This is basically showing failed family businesses based by generations. So this big chunk right here, 70%, never gets past the first generation. For example, say me and you are family members. We start a business today. The business fails before we give it to either of our kids. So that is not a good thing at all. 70% is a really big chunk of businesses to fail before even getting to a second generation. So we'll go to our second, 15%. They never get past the second generation. Like I said, if we were to pass it on, which we didn't make it that far with the 70%, 15% never get past the second generation. This little percent right here, 12%, never gets past the third generation. So if they were to pass it on again, never gets past that generation. This little slice of pie right here in the purple, that's only 3%. 3% make it to the fourth generation. 3% make it to the fourth generation. When it comes to businesses, we all know that we want to stay relevant and popular and booming for as long as possible, for generations and generations and generations. That's what a successful business is. So, my name is Kimberly Dornsey, and today we will be talking about why you should never go into business with your family members, because there is lots of reasons, and I'm going to talk about 3 and we'll kind of dig into those. So the 3 that we will be talking about today is groupthink is likely to arise when it comes to family businesses. We'll kind of just say that it's vague thinking for now. We'll jump more into that. Conflicts carry over to personal life. So what I mean by that is if your family members are working with you at work, your family's part of your personal life. So if you have work conflict, you also have personal and family drama going on. And last, way too much credit is given / picking favorites. So of course we all know too much credit being given to family members in a family business / picking favorites, of course, because it is your family. We'll go ahead and jump into groupthink. Okay, so groupthink discourages creativity. So what I mean by this is if, for example, me and my sister were to decide to come up with a proposal to start a business. Me and my sister grew up in the same household with the same parents who have similar values and think similarly and raised us similarly. So me and my sister are also going to have similar values and think similarly. So if me and my sister were to make a business, all of our ideas would be pretty similar, and we'd never really have that creativity flowing into new ideas for our business to boom, compared to if we had other people who are not part of our family coming up with great ideas, because they are different. They're going to have diverse opinions and diverse, values. Sorry. So this is a good way of showing it. This one's they're all thinking the same. And then right here, they mention an idea, but then this person says, well, thanks, but I got a better idea. And everyone else is like, that's crazy. And it's because of the diverse mind. You're going to have way more creativity if you have people with different values and, different likings. So we'll go on to 2. So our second is conflicts becoming personal. Of course, work conflicts becoming personal when family is involved. So for example, rivalries. Say I'm a mom and I am the owner of a business and I have a son and a daughter. The son and the daughter both get tasks that they work on, okay? But instead of these, the brother and the sister working together and making these, work out and be more strong ideas for the business to actually benefit it, they start kind of going head and head in who's going to be a more better idea. And then it's not going to work out that way. I mean, one side of their ideas is going to work, but working together, you'll have much more productivity, and then boom, you're more successful. And then we also have jealousy. Jealousy of course, say the brother, he ends up doing all his tasks the best. So I give him a raise and I give him more hours, okay? So now the sister is jealous. The sister's jealous of the raise that the son got and also of the extra hours he got. And when it comes to jealousy, jealousy can result in people wanting to quit. Say she quits because her brother was putting in the hard work and he got a raise and got extra hours, which just ends up in more conflicts in family businesses. And then also accountability. What I mean by accountability is the sister, if she is to show up late every day, and I, as the mom and the owner, fire her, I am taking accountability because she isn't taking accountability in showing up to work every day. She's not putting forth efforts. And so that me taking accountability and firing her is going to cause so much conflict because there goes her income, and that's my daughter. It goes much deeper when there's family involved in a business. Okay, and then last but not least, too much credit being given / picking favorites. So of course, we all know that this is a big conflict when it comes to family businesses. So, picking favorites and giving credit when it's not applicable hurts morale and productivity. Say Sally, who is from a different family, we don't even know her, she works her butt off way more than the son does. The son that I just gave the raise to in more hours. She is not getting the credibility because I'm picking favorites because it's my son and I care about his income and his hours and his success. I don't give a crap about Sally, Susan, whatever I called her. You see how that works? And then too much credit being given comes down to, we'll start with the sister, because mistakes and sloppy work will continue when too much credit is being given. Say the sister is messing up a ton. We don't want to insult, none of you in here would want to insult your mom or your grandma. So, same thing here. I wouldn't want to insult my daughter. So instead of telling her about the bad things that she's doing for our business, I'm going to praise her for the good things that she's doing. And so the sloppy work and the mistakes will continue because you're giving credibility to the daughter when it's not needed at all. If anything, she needs to be scolded. So, and then also, more leniency comes in. More leniency comes in when picking favorites. Leniency is what leads to, for sure, failed family businesses. So she keeps showing up, the sister keeps showing up late to work every day. But I'm lenient. She hasn't even been fired. But if Susie / Sally was to do that, who's not a part of our family, she would be fired in like that. Because I don't know Susie, I don't know Sally. I don't care about their income. About my daughters, I do. So I'm going to give her some slack. And that is not always the case. That is where you will lead to failure. And what I mean by this is I'm going to show a short clip of John Taffer, bar rescue, just a little snippet of this mom who owned a bar and she's handed it down to her son, and because of leniency, he wasn't doing any type of work and she wasn't doing anything about it. So it ends up in a big failure. So we'll take a look at this.
Did you know he was in debt $35,000?
I did not.
No. Did you know that he's not making any money in a place to Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that the landlord's going to close him down on October 1st? So all of his dreams are gone, and this is your freaking answer. Hey, man, don't...
Okay. We're going to ignore how John is a hothead, but I promise what he does for businesses, he goes in right before they're about to get closed down and helps them remodel into a great business, and so they can have success for many years to come. So, but that's exactly what he needed to hear. He's letting his mom down because of the leniency his mom is giving him. And that's how we get failure. So what we're going to remember is we're going to remember that groupthink ruins family businesses, as well as conflicts, personal conflicts, family conflicts ruin family businesses, as well as giving too much credit / picking favorites ruins family businesses. So what I want everyone in here to remember, that if your sister, your brother, your cousin, your mom, your stepbro, your stepsister ask you to start a business, I am hoping every single one of you will shut them down immediately. A business could be great and you could be successful, but I would branch out to other people who are not like you and who we can have a professional environment, no family involved. And I think that is where you'll find your success in a business. Thank you.